So I was an A student. Why am I having so much trouble in the world of business? Well, the answer is hello. So, are you ready? It is time for another epic tip. And I am Meredith Alexander, CEO of Grit Mindset Academy and founder of the Epic You Formula. So, I am all about helping you just emerge as this most incredible version of yourself and to create these most incredible versions of your team, right? Whether you're an entrepreneur or a professional, we can impact those around us. First, we can create ripples, but those ripples can become tsunamis when we learn to play the inner game to win. So today, I want to ask a question that seems to subtly come up that sometimes people don't even know to ask this question, but this is a big one. For those of you who were A students out there, there is a very well-known saying that once the A students graduate, the A students tend to work for the B students, and the C students are the ones who are running all the businesses, right? And so the question is, I get from a lot of people like, gosh, I was so good in school and I used to be so positive and I used to be so confident. Now I feel like I don't have any of that. Why is that? What happened? Well, the answer to that is that when we were in school and we got these fantastic grades, we basically realized fairly quickly, if we were academically gifted, that we could figure out the system, right? We could almost game the system. We could figure out, and then if we followed steps A, B, C, D, we could get to an A, right? And sometimes it wasn't even really that hard because we figured out the pattern so easily. And so, quite honestly, we weren't in many cases used to having to really suffer defeat along the way. We weren't used to having to really apply ourselves, try that hard. We weren't used to getting knocked down and having to dust ourselves back up. We weren't used to actually having to see disappointment in someone's eyes or feel disappointment ourselves and find the grit to persevere. So now just imagine when we graduate and that common measurable, the A, that is our target, makes us feel like we're a success. All of a sudden that's gone, right? Because in the quote unquote real world, there is no done, right? So therefore there is no real A. I mean, clearly there are some amazing people like Elon Musk and people who are doing incredible things. Closest thing is sometimes we measure success to our money. How much money are we making? Right? That can be the measurement, but that's a single destination. And so how do we thrive and survive in the process while we're saying pursuing that? And then what about those moments when maybe things happen exactly the way we thought we would? We're making great money, but we don't feel like we thought we would, so we're not happy. And so clearly that can't be success. So we're still left kind of scratching our head a little bit. Well, the way around that, especially if you're doing anything with branding or marketing, which is an industry kind of built around quote unquote failures, in other words, data, right? If you can get the word failure out of your vocabulary and replace it with data, right? And really start to revel in the process. Revel in the process of going from one objective to the next objective. In fact, don't even think of them as goals or destinations, because it's one objective on this beautiful path that you may go quickly there, or you may exceed it quickly, or it may take a little more time. It may require more data. It may be like Edison's light bulbs, right? We may need 99 versions that don't work, so it becomes so obvious what the version that will light up is going to be. right? So it really is about finding a way to attach your sense of success with consistently executing the process. One way that I encourage some of my clients to do it that actually works, especially if you're very visual, is to take some Post-its. Yes, Post-its, but make sure you get the good ones, the ones that actually, believe it or not, when you put them on the wall, they actually stay there, right? Not, we don't want the confetti effect. So get multicolored Post-its, and certain things you can either, you want them in different colors, so you can coordinate the colors based on priority or on the amount of time it takes to do these. So for example, let's say as part of your marketing or branding, you want to post daily on social media. So maybe you put 7 red Post-its that designate that these are 15-minute tasks. So 15 minutes on social media, 15 minutes on social media. So you make 7 of those, right? You just pop them up on the wall. Let's say there's some actual sales calls. Let's say there's something, a meeting that you have to do that's going to take an hour. So depending on whether it's 15 minutes, 30 minutes, less than an hour, or more than an hour, you could even have a specific color for something you're going to delegate. All of these things just get brain dumped. You're not organizing them yet. They get brain dumped, and then they go on your wall. So as you take them down, as you complete the process, now you don't throw them away, you put them in your accomplishment bowl, and then you get to watch it grow. So here's a challenge in the most beautiful, positive way of a challenge is what is going to be your measurable? What is going to be your version of an A? So when you can find that, when you're an A student, and stop connecting it to a destination or something that feels impossible to reach, when you can actually connect it to a process and find milestones, objectives along the way, just watch your performance go way up to epic and optimal, and watch the results start to flow in. So I'm Meredith Alexander. I hope this was helpful. I will see you next time. Got a Zoom and coach. All right. See you soon. Bye.